Welcome to Inside NRC. I'm your host, Michael Atkinson. It was a tough weekend for our two Queensland sides. Queensland Country going down in incredible fashion with the Rams scoring a try 7 minutes after the full-time hooter. And Brisbane City's title defence is over after they were beaten by the Rays at Ballymore on Sunday. Joining me this week to talk through those games and plenty more, we have the captains of the two sides, McInnes Wilson Lawyers Brisbane City skipper Sam Talakai and James Bobby Tuttle from Bond University, Queensland Country. Gentlemen, welcome back to the couch.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here this week. Bobby, it was a heartbreaking loss on the weekend. It looked like you had your first win wrapped up, but the Rams scored a penalty try 7 minutes after the full-time hooter.
Yeah, it's a really tough one to swallow down in Sydney there on the weekend. We played really well in that first half, and even into the second half, we really didn't look like losing. And I think they just kept playing footy, and they really didn't give up. And it showed there in the 88th minute when they got that penalty try to get their first win as well. So credit to them. You know, they stuck in the match, and they kept coming at us, and yeah, eventually got the win.
And I know it must be frustrating going through the season to this point without a win, but there's obviously something positive happening at Country because you lead the competition in defenders beaten, line breaks and metres made. So there's something positive happening, particularly with the ball in hand.
Yeah, we're certainly creating some opportunities. We're just not really capitalising on them. But I guess that's showing what we're unearthing here at Ballymore. We got some of the best up and coming talent. With Isaiah Parisi, he's been killing it all year for us, and Duncan as well.
Another young guy who's stood up is Isaac Rodder, and he got the opportunity on the weekend, like the rest of the team did, to play along an idol in Brad Thorne. There was plenty of Thorne watch in the lead up to the game. What was it like having him out there as a coach playing next to you?
Yeah, it's good. He has that calming influence on the side. He's been there and done it all before at the highest level in both codes. So when he says something, the boys really listen and take it on board. And he didn't have to say too much. He just led by his actions in defence. And I spoke to him after the game and I said, how is it like to be back out there playing? He said, I can't wait. Hopefully I'm starting next week. So he's really looking forward to this weekend up at Toowoomba.
Yeah, that'll be a massive clash up in Toowoomba. We'll preview that one in a little while. But before we do, Brisbane City, as I mentioned before, unfortunately the title defence is over, going down to the Rays on Sunday. It looked like the inability to execute immediately after having scored points was what let you down on the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we put points on the board, and then, off kick-off or probably 2 phases after kick-off, we turn over possession. And, not just in NRC, but in any types of rugby, it's important to, exit well after scoring points. And, yeah, we really didn't do that well on the weekend. And also as a squad moving forward, we don't really want to fall away and lose 2 games and just finish the NRC like that, We want to finish with 2 positive outcomes to finish off our 2016 year and hopefully, like Bobby said, push on to the Reds in 2017 and NRC next year, in positive style.
And everyone will be getting excited. In 2 weeks' time, that last round is the derby. The Andy Purcell Cup is up for grabs in City versus Country. But as we wrap up round 5, the Eagles have remained undefeated, taking down Perth 48-24, and the Rising claimed the Horan Little Shield with a 60-44 win over the Canberra Vikings. So the Eagles remain on top of the ladder, and Melbourne are the big movers this week, jumping up to 3rd. And we look down to the bottom of the ladder. Unfortunately, the Queensland sides sit in 7th and 8th. Well, before we preview round 6, it's time for everybody's favourite segment. Put on your thinking caps and get ready for Fast 5. A quick recap as we look at the high budget scoreboard here. Queensland Country lead Brisbane City 4-1 so far in Fast 5. Sam Talakai, it's an opportunity for you to peg one back as we head into the last couple of series here.
As long as it's all even, no stitching up.
I don't know what you're implying, but this is a very fair competition. Right, let's get into it. First question, which celebrity couple announced their divorce last?
Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, featured mum.
Mate, it's
Queensland
this
Country.
buzzer.
First points to Country. Who claimed the title in the original Australian Rugby Championship in 2007?
The Rays?
The Rays, the Central Coast Rays.
Yeah, Bowie played for them.
Bo Robinson, former Queensland Red, did play for the Central Coast Rays. So 1 apiece. Name the 2 Queensland sides from that competition.
Oh man, I just jumped the gun there.
Jumped the gun early.
The Brisbane, the Tornadoes.
It's incorrect, I'm afraid.
Ballymore Tornadoes and the East Coast Aces.
It is. Riding
That's
Sam.
a stitch
Riding
up.
Sam.
That's
not, mate.
absolute stitch up.
You gave him
I
the
know,
answer,
mate.
to be fair.
Yeah.
So 2-1
East
to
Coast
country.
Aces, how'd you get that?
That's our old team, mate.
Knows his history. Speaking of history, who was Australia's first Prime Minister? Crickets. Dum, dum, dum,
I don't think I was born.
You reckon?
Sam Talakai is not sure if he was born, and I can confirm
No, I'm
that's
kidding.
true.
I'm kidding.
Anyone want to have a crack? Stab in the dark. Got nothing to lose. We don't subtract points.
What is it?
Can we delete
First
this
Prime
one?
Minister.
Bob Hawke.
Negative. Bobby Tuttle want to have a crack. The answer was Sir Edmund Barton. There was a whole TV
Bardo,
campaign
of
about it.
course.
Bardo.
That can't
Bardo,
be.
0
man.
points.
We have to remove that one, surely.
Country lead 2-1. Last question.
Yeah.
Sammy, you could tie it up here and we'll go to sudden death, but you got to get this
lose.
last question right. Golf legend Arnold Palmer passed away this week. How many majors did he win? Sam.
7?
It was 7! On the
There's
buzzer.
no way!
No, I'm a golfie. I'm a golfie.
He's a golfie.
Yeah, I'm a golfie.
He's got a great swing.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
That was big. That was clutch, eh? That was clutch.
That was a big guess.
Wow. You thought I was going to get... You think I was going to get it? I'm a golfie, bro.
Golfy, I've never heard that term
I'm
before.
kidding.
Golfy.
Tiebreaker question. Going back to Brad and Angelina.
Oh,
In total, how many kids do...
3.
That's incorrect. How many kids do Brad and Angelina have, James Tuttle?
5.
That is also incorrect.
Oh,
It's a tie then. No, you don't get to go again. It's a tie.
Someone has to win. All right.
4? 4.
Second.
It's done, mate.
Oh, right,
6.
sorry.
The answer is 6.
Right.
That was close.
But neither of them got it right. So second tiebreaker question. In the Australian Rugby Championship final, which the Central Coast Rays won, who did they defeat?
Melbourne Rebels.
It was the Melbourne Rebels.
That's not even their name, though.
Yes, it was,
Yes,
mate.
it
Was it?
They were the Melbourne Rebels in 2007. So Queensland Country have claimed victory in a double overtime win. Well done.
That's a series,
Brown
mate.
Country.
Tough, bro. That's tough. It's all right.
Looking ahead to round 6 this weekend, Queensland Country return to the Queensland rugby stronghold of the Darling Downs, where they'll face the New South Wales Country Eagles at Clive Berghofer Stadium in Toowoomba. Bobby, the Country Eagles from New South Wales are undefeated so far this season, so it's a massive challenge ahead of you, but also a really good opportunity, I guess, for you guys to cause an upset.
Yeah, it's good going up there to Toowoomba. We played City up there last year and it was a great day. We had a great turnout, so I think we're expecting the same for this Saturday. Country Eagles, you know, they've been going really well this year. They're a strong side and they've managed to keep the majority of their players on the field, so it is going to be a tough game. But I think we just keep building and building as we have over the last few weeks, and yeah, who knows what can happen on Saturday.
Yeah, that's sure to be a great afternoon of rugby up in Toowoomba. That game will kick off at 1 p.m. at Clive Berghofer Stadium. You can get your tickets at redsrugby.com.au, but it's free entry for kids. And if you can't get up there on top of the range, you can watch the game live at foxsports.com.au. On Sunday, Brisbane City make the difficult road trip west to take on the Perth Spirit. Sam, the Perth Spirit are undefeated at home, and we saw what happened to Country when they were out there a couple of weeks ago. But it's a good opportunity for you guys to go out there, and Brisbane City have beaten Perth in the West previously.
Yeah, I think we played them in the first season and we went over there and got the win, and you know we're looking for to do that, you know, this weekend. It is a difficult road trip, but you know, something we're looking forward to. I think they're still in finals hunt, so you know a win can really shake them up a bit. So hopefully we go over there and put a performance in.
And Brisbane City fans will be able to catch that one live stream on foxsports.com.au, kicking off at 4 p.m. on Sunday. That's all we've got time for on the 6th episode of Inside NRC. Gentlemen, thanks very much for joining us again on the couch, and good luck for your games this weekend.
Cheers, go.
And thanks very much to the fans for tuning in once again. Make sure you don't miss any of the NRC action coming up on the weekend. We'll be back with more Inside NRC next week, and we'll preview the huge clash between City and Country for the Andy Purcell Cup.